Welcome to Innate Express Podcast. I'm Haig John, chiropractor in Melbourne, Florida. Our mission is to ground you in service and inspire you to serve at your very best. Let's get started. This morning, we have a visualization and really about where we've come from and giving thanks and honoring the journey, okay? So what I'd like everybody to do, however you would like to sit, I prefer to sit feet flat on the floor, and let's just let our shoulders drop and let's start with 3 deep, soothing breaths. Let your shoulders drop with each one. Today I'd like to put my mind's eye all the journey that I've gone through in life. And when I say I mean you. Put your own journey within your mind. There have been cobblestone streets and smooth streets and easy going and tough going. There's been nurturing people, and there's been people that have wanted to restrain you. There have been thoughts of growth and thoughts of negativity. I want you to put in that timeline and visualize each one of those in a tree, in a timeline. And we see the nurturing ones growing beautiful branches and beautiful leaves and new relationships. And you can see the negative ones just staying where they are. We can prune those limbs. Just see them in your mind's eye. They're a little darker, they're easier to pick out. Just get your beautiful pruning shears and just say, clip, I cut you right there. You end at this moment. You don't intertwine with the good stuff. We can see them. They try to leak into the happy tree branches. They try to be a part of the happy life and the joyful life and the progressive life. I want to just breathe more energy and light into the beautiful branches of joy and happiness and life, loving relationships and caring. As we see those beautiful branches and trees and light, all those leaves growing beautiful fruit, we're passing them along to others. We might see other trees growing alongside of us that are bright and shining. Their energy is filled with love. They have darkness and they have unnurturing branches themselves, and they trim them and they keep them at bay. They don't grow into your branches. But you can see their happy ones, the nurturing ones growing and intermingling with ours. Their roots run deep. Our nurturing roots run deeply as well, and they might intermingle. And we see those beautiful loving trees as a forest of all the wonderful souls and spirits that have gotten us to this one moment. All the people we might admire from afar, we know their highlight reels, but we know they also have had darkness in their life. They trim those branches, and they have more light than they have dark. We're all filling this beautiful forest up into the sky and down into the earth with beautiful loving roots and beautiful loving branches and beautiful leaves. We can hear the birds chirping, building gorgeous nests to nurture their families. Squirrels building nests and collecting our fruit, connecting the nuts from our branches, nurturing their families. We love that nurturing. We love that nurturing. We can see the faces of all the beautiful friends, loved ones, going back in time, going back to our grandparents. We might not have known them, but we know they were there. We've heard stories of them. They might have been a big part of our life. They gave us their beautiful branches. They gave us their beautiful love and happiness. We go farther back and we go to our great-grandparents and their parents and the work that they've done to give their children a better life. They've worked hard in factories, office buildings, driving carts and cars and taxis. They've done hard manual labor. They've built houses. They've chopped down trees. They've planted seeds. They've done amazing things in accounting. Wherever it might have been, they've worked hard for our future. Each generation ahead, they worked harder for that generation. We go back and back into generations before us. We can see people working in the fields, pulling up rocks out of fields, planting the harvest for the family, planting some to sell to have a little money, planting, harvesting, creating abundance for their families, working a little harder for their children's future. We can go back and back and back in generations from agrarian societies, and from fiefdoms and working in kingdoms, wherever we might have been, generations that have come before us, pulling carts pulled by donkeys, pulling, hard labor and pulling rocks out of the ground, just amazing amount of labor just to support their families. Hard work for generations. Since the beginning of humanity, people have worked for us to come to now, to be me, so I don't have to work that hard, so my hands don't bleed at the end of the day from pulling roots and lifting rocks and plowing fields, so I can nurture my family so they can live a better life. All those generations, all the mentors that have come before us, the mentors said that I have worked this hard so you don't have to. You have the step. You step on my shoulders so you can work a little more at ease, so you can serve people better. All those generations, all those people working for us in this moment, in this day, in this hour, and every hour after this day of my life. That energy and love is pushing me forward so I can respect them and their journey, so I can pass what I have learned, so my children can stand on my shoulders, so they can pass what they have learned from all the generations behind them, from all the mentors, from all the love, from all the lessons. They learn how to trim the dark branches off and to nurture the light branches with all the love that is coming into this moment for me. I feel my third eye being enlightened right now. Let's take our hands and rub it across our forehead. We feel that awakening. Rub it on top of our head and our crown chakra. I stimulate that area and I can feel right at the top of my head, stimulating that crown chakra from all the love of God through me and out from me, from above down, inside out, an ADIO lifestyle, above down, inside out. I am filled with love. All that energy passes through my fingertips. It passes through my voice box. It passes through my tongue and my lips. So I speak the words that have taken thousands of generations to get here. I speak the words that are needed to be said to others and to myself. The self-love. I am loved by all those people that have come before me with absolute, unwavering, parental, guided love. I have to love myself just as much. I love myself because others love me and I deserve it. That means me and everyone else. I am love and service today and every day, and I give thanks. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I thank all those generations. I thank God, and I thank myself. I thank all the people around me that support me. I love you, and I love me, and I am grounded today, and I am service. I am going to progress all that energy and love out of me today, and every day, and every step forward. And let's bring ourselves back into the room, back through all those generations. I see all the fields of harvest. I'm just over their heads, and I can see all those people looking up to me. They took a break. They looked up to the sky, and they felt the love in that moment. Maybe 100 generations ago, they felt us just now, giving them love and saying, thank you. Thank you. That is energy that is timeless, before and after. Thank you, and I appreciate you. And I'm going to work for your love and progress all the work that you have done. Thank you. And I am back in this room. I am back here. And I'm giving my body thanks. Let's do 3 deep ohms together, and then we're back. Anybody have anything to share after that?
Went through a whole journey.
You know, the whole journey. I went back and I really saw, prehistoric people working to feed their family. And there's no denying we have come from ancient people that have worked every day to have a little more for their family.